Stories are not remembered for how they begin, but for how they end. This is not the ending that was told. This is the ending that could have been, if mercy had been chosen, if madness had been denied, and if the realm had finally learned. This is a different ending of the Game of Thrones. The bells rang, but the first time in years, King's Landing cried not in fear, but in surrender. Men laid down their swords, mothers held their children, and hope, long buried beneath stone and blood, dared to breathe again. High above the city, the queen listened. Daenerys Targaryen had crossed deserts, seas, and fire, not to rule the ashes, but to protect the innocent. She commanded her dragon to hold, choosing restraint over wrath. But mercy was never part of Cersei Lannister's design. Beneath the streets, hidden jars of ancient fire waited, a final lie prepared long before the bells ever rang. And when the signal was given, the city burned itself. Green fire tore through stone and flesh alike. The city screamed, not conquered by a dragon, but betrayed by its own queen. Jaime Lannister ran towards the one place he swore he would never return. He found Cersei unbroken, unrepentant, and once again, for the sake of the realm, the Kingslayer chose duty over love. The wildfire claimed them both. Rage burned within Daenerys, but it did not consume her. She turned her dragon not upon the city, but against the flames themselves. This time she used dragon fire to put out the wildfire. She and her dragon started to act like a shield to protect the people against wildfire. Jon Snow stood beside her, not as a conqueror, but as a shield. Tyrion Lannister watched them, not rulers driven by fear, but leaders bound by restraint. And for the first time, he believed that will might truly be broken. When the fires faded, the truth emerged. The people now learned who Jon Snow truly was, a Targaryen by blood, a leader by nature, and the crown demanded a king. Daenerys did not resist, she bowed, because she had never sought the throne for herself, only for someone worthy. But Jon refused. He named her the woman who chose mercy when madness was easier and bent the knee before his queen. And so the realm spoke as one. All hail Queen Daenerys, not the mad queen, but the queen who stopped herself. Fire and ice did not destroy each other. They became one. Together, Jon and Daenerys forged not a dynasty of fear, but a future of balance. From war came life, a child born not to rule through terror, but to remember what it cost. Even the dragon watched, silent, vigilant. The war for the throne was over. Now came the harder battle, ruling. Daenerys did not rule alone. She chose wisdom at her side and vigilance behind her. Tyrion Lannister, a mind shaped by failure and truth. Arya Stark, a sworn shadow, not to fear but to trust. They were both named the hands of the queen. The realm would not be rebuilt with swords, it would be rebuilt with words. Tyrion Lannister put ink to parchment and ended the old games. No more birthright without merit, no more crowns without consequence. Arya Stark did become what the realm needed most, the quiet blade in the dark, the promise that no tyrant would ever rise again unnoticed. The North remembered. It had paid the highest price. Sansa Stark ruled not with fire or fear, but with memory. She had sworn her allegiance to Queen Daenerys, and the North stood strong, not apart from the realm, but unbroken within it. When others ruled the present, one watched the past. Brendan Stark became the keeper of memory, because a realm that forgets is doomed to repeat its worst sins, and the Iron Throne stood empty. No blades, no tyrant. Power no longer rested on sharp edges, but on choice. This was not a perfect ending, but it was a human one. But in Westeros, that was victory enough. Subscribe.